Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Welcome students. Standard 6th English Grammar, Kinds of Noun, Part 2. Today we are going to learn the remaining part of the topic, that is the fourth and the fifth kind, abstract noun and material noun. So let us start, children. Till now we have seen three kinds of nouns: common noun, proper noun and collective noun in the previous video. Now let us revise, children. Common noun means what? Which tells us about the common names. That means common noun is a name given in common to person, place or thing. It is a general name given to the person, place or thing. For example, boy, girl. Second one is proper noun. So proper noun is a special name given to a particular person, place or thing. For example, Pune, then Taj Mahal or Ram. Third one is collective noun. Collective noun means the name given to the group of nouns. For example, a crowd of people, a pile of books, a swarm of bees, etc. Now let us see what is abstract noun. Abstract noun. Now the fourth kind is abstract noun. What is abstract noun, children? Abstract noun. An abstract noun names a quality. An abstract noun names a quality, feeling, state or an idea. So it names a quality, feeling, state and idea. It refers to something that can be felt. You can feel it, or understood but not seen or touched. You can understand but you can't see and touch. Now let me explain you with examples. Now first one is, it names a quality. What is a quality? Here, bravery. Bravery is a quality. So what is bravery here? Bravery is a quality. It is naming a quality. Second is feeling. What is feeling? Love. Love is a feeling. So here it is naming a feeling. Third, childhood. Childhood is a state. It is a state. It is a condition. It is a state. So childhood is also an abstract noun. That is a state. It is naming a state. Childhood is naming the state. And fourth one is an idea. Surprise is an idea here. So surprise is also an abstract noun. Here they have told you it refers to something that can be felt or understood but not seen or touched. See, here love, for example, love cannot be seen or touched. Yes, it can be felt. When somebody is loving you, your mother's love, you can feel the love of your mother. So it can be felt. It can be felt means you can feel it, but you cannot see it. Can you see the love like that, in material like that? No. It is a feeling. So you can just feel it. Even bravery cannot be, it is not a thing as such, but you can see it in the behavior of the person. You can see from the behavior of the person that person is brave or not. So bravery is also, it cannot be seen or touched. It is a quality which can be seen through the behavior of a person. Childhood is a state and surprise is also an idea. They are not in material. You can just think it. You can just feel it. You cannot see it or you cannot touch it. Abstract nouns are the names of things that we cannot perceive through our five senses of touching, smelling, seeing, hearing, and tasting. That means what? Abstract nouns, they are the names given to the things which we cannot see, smell, hear, taste, and touch. For example, she screamed with great delight. Now, your delight means happiness. And what is happiness, children? Happiness is a kind of feeling. Now, y'all tell me, children, y'all tell me whether you can touch the feeling, you can see the feeling. Can you touch the feeling? Can you see the feeling? Can you hear it? Can you hear it or taste it? No, I don't think so. You have an answer for this as an yes. You will all will agree with me and you will say no only. So the answer to this question is no. Feeling is a thing which can be understood or which can be felt. You can feel it. So it cannot be seen or touched. That is why it is called as abstract noun. Second one, his bravery in the war won him a medal. Now bravery is also an abstract noun. Why? Because bravery is a quality and the quality can only be seen through the behavior of a person. Can you see the bravery in material as such? No. You can see only in the behavior or through the behavior of that person, whether that person is brave or whether he is not brave. That you can see only through the behavior of the person. That is why bravery is also an abstract noun. Abstract noun, an idea, a quality, or a state of being. It is also a state. See children, abstract is also a state. Or we can say it is also a condition. For example, childhood, neighborhood. So this is also a state. Then here the examples are given as happiness, joy, luck, time, calm, and wisdom. So these are the examples of abstract noun. Next kind is material noun. Nouns is material nouns. Material nouns are the names of materials. They are the names of the materials or substances out of which things are made. They are in solid as well as liquid form. They are in solid as well as liquid form. For example, your gold. Gold is a material. From gold we can make ornaments. So material nouns are the materials or they are the substances from which things are made. So from gold you can make ornaments. From silver you can make many kinds of items and things. Then from copper also we can make vessels. Water is in liquid form. Gold, silver, copper is in solid form. Water and milk is in liquid form. So we can make, means we add this water in making various kinds of dishes. Even milk is being used. So these all are materials. So they are called as material nouns. The noun which denotes the material is called material noun. So the noun which tells us about the material or substances is called as material noun. For example, water, milk, timber. Timber means wood. Gold, iron, stone, rice, ink, sugar, oil, paper, ghee, wheat, flour, bread, chalk, meat, silver, brass, pulse, wool, etc. So material noun can be in the solid form as well as liquid form. Rice, sugar, these are in solid form. Then water, milk, they are in liquid form. Gold is also in solid form. Now we'll see the homework for these kinds of noun. Now here you can see the homework which is given here. The first one is underline the nouns in the following sentences and say whether they are common, proper, material, collective or abstract. The first one is clothes are made of cotton, wool and silk. So here cotton, wool and silk, cotton, wool, silk. These are material nouns. These three will be material noun. Same way you all can do with the other sentences. You have to underline the noun and identify its kind. The next one which you can see here is B1. Put these collective nouns in the blank below. Now here the collective nouns are being given. You have to fill in the blank. The first one is our dash won the match. So what you will write here? Which one will be the correct one? Which one will be the correct one? You have to choose the correct one from the above boxes. So what you will write, children? Our team won the match. Same way you are going to do with the other sentences. You will choose the correct one from the above boxes and fill in the blanks. And the third one, the last one, C1 is fill in the blanks with the abstract nouns formed from the words given in the brackets. So in the bracket, the words are being given. So you have to form those as abstract noun. You have to use those words and fill in the blanks. First one, Solomon was famous for his dash. Here what is the word given? Wise. So what will be wise? Wise will be converted to wisdom. Solomon was famous for his wisdom. Always speak the dash. Here it is written true. So what you will write here? Always speak the truth. Same way you are going to convert these words and write it in those blanks. You have to convert those words in the abstract form. I hope so you will complete the homework. You will complete the note as well as you will also do the homework, children. Write it in your grammar notebook. Thank you, children. Thank you.